To all of you, Baba yesterday gave the title of World Benefactor. Just like Baba is the world benefactor, so the children are also Master World Benefactor. So some might think that I am an instrument for world benefit, but many of you must be thinking that my part is very ordinary. I live in a family. So how can I be master world benefactor? So Baba told such a beautiful thing that Baba's every child, wherever that child is, so based on especially based on powers, would be called Master World Benefactor. So the first power, Baba said, the power of purity. When I came into knowledge, so when they talked about purity, so in those days, Baba used to say, my child, become pure for me, stay pure for me, stay pure for world benefit. There is a fire of five vices in this world, so they need the water of purity for that fire. So, with that feeling in my life, I took a promise to follow purity. That if the Supreme Soul is can use our power for world benefit, so why shouldn't we take that firm promise? So, so many Baba's children. So, if we collectively have the power of purity for all of them, if we collect it, so the so there definitely the world would benefit, but at the same time, the new world will also be created by the power of purity, just like Baba gives the example that the sages, Baba talks about that the holy men and sages, if they weren't pure, then what would Bharat be or the world be? So their purity, whether their purity was their own type, but they have one, the vice of lust, but they have, some have the vice of anger and attachment, but some don't. But Baba said, just like the sannyasis have given that support for purity to the world, and especially Bharat, and but there used to be a time when the ones who used to live in household, so in their life also after 50 years they would take retirement, and then they would follow the religion of sannyas. So these days, even until the last moment, there are the traces of vices and there is body consciousness in people. So Baba made us realize that it is very, very necessary. And I need your power of purity. Baba said that. Because because if we have to make the world Satopradhan from Tamopradhan, so not only the power of purity, but such souls that that are in their embodiment of eternal pure form and for a long period of time, and for a long time they are in their embodiment of purity, and so in those souls divinity also enters. So whether you call them deities or divine souls, so Baba, the new world that Baba is creating, in which purity, happiness, peace, and prosperity, everything.
बहुत सुखी जीवन होगा,
It would be a very
प्रेम में
happy
रमण
life.
होगा,
They would be
कोई
each other
प्राकृतिक आपदा नहीं होगी।
would come in contact with each other with
तो
love. There
बाबा
wouldn't be any
कृपा
natural
करके ये आपकी
calamity. Baba
पवित्रता
says
जान
sometimes,
लीजिए,
my child, because of the power of your
प्रकृति भी
purity,
पवित्र
the
सत्व
nature,
प्रधान
the
बनती है।
five elements also become sattva pradhan.
दूसरा बाबा ने कहा कि
And the
योग,
second thing Baba said, the power of yoga.
तो योग से
So
हम
through
सारी
yoga,
आत्माएं
all of us,
बाप से
all the
वर्षा
souls,
लेते हैं।
we take the inheritance from the Father.
बाप के वर्षे में क्या आता है? ज्ञान
So
धन
what
है,
does it
प्रेम
include?
है,
The inheritance.
शांति
There
है,
is
सब वर्षे
knowledge,
में
there is
मिलता है।
love, there is peace. All that is a part of
तो
inheritance that we
वारिस
receive.
बनते हैं,
So then we become the
फिर
heirs,
सब राज्य अधिकारी बनते हैं,
and
सही
then
नियम पे चले हैं।
so when we follow the principles and
तो जैसे सत्य के
self-control, so we
निवासी,
become, and then we become ready, and we become self-sovereign.
परंतु साथ साथ
But at the same
योग
time,
बल से
with the power of yoga,
न केवल स्वयं की यात्रा को निर्विघ्न बनाते हैं,
not
परंतु
only do we make our pilgrimage of
दूसरों
remembrance
को भी
obstacle
बहुत खुशी
free,
होती है
but at
ये
the same time, with the power of yoga, the
हमारा
world
हर क्षण
also
पवित्र
gets a lot of help.
और
Our every
आध्यात्मिक हो,
thought, if it is pure and
तो
is
चलता
with
है।
Baba's remembrance, each and every thought.
और उसको ये नहीं कि हम
And it
पीस
is
या
not
सेट
like
करेंगे कि
we have
ये
to separate
संसार
it,
का
or
अंदर है, ये
this thought is
परमात्मा का अंदर
ordinary
है।
and this thought is of purity.
जब पवित्रता ही
When
हमारे जीवन की धारा बन जाती
purity
है, तो
becomes the
सब शक्ति
inculcation or
उपयुक्त हो
dharana
जाती
of
है।
our life, then every
बाबा ने कहा
thought
कि
becomes
अगर
pure.
पवित्रता
Baba
है
said,
और योग
if there
है,
is purity or and if there is yoga,
तो आपका हर संकल्प सिद्ध होगा।
then your every thought would be successful.
और उसके साथ साथ
And with that, you
आपकी
yourself
यात्रा में निर्विघ्न रहेंगे।
would be free of
कोई
obstacles
हिसाब
in
नहीं
your
किताब नहीं
pilgrimage.
रहती है,
Yes, the accounts will come, they will keep
लेकिन
on
यात्रा
coming,
पर आप चलते
but
रहेंगे।
but you will keep on
आएंगी
moving
परीक्षाएं भी आएंगी,
on your
माया भी
pilgrimage.
आएंगी,
Yes, the test papers and the storms of Maya would come,
लेकिन आप लोग
but you
चलते
would
रहेंगे
keep on
और अपनी
moving
संपूर्ण स्थिति को प्राप्त
and
करेंगे।
will reach your complete stage.
तो एक तरफ तो बाबा कहते हैं
So on one
बच्चे तो
side,
सब
Baba
कुमार
says,
कल्याणकारी हैं,
child, you are master,
तो क्या
world
हमारी
benefactor,
जिम्मेवारी है?
but are we, or is it our responsibility?
दोनों तरह से ही
So it is
है,
in both ways. Yes, we are.
तो जिम्मेवारी लेनी भी चाहिए।
So then we should take the
और वो
responsibility
जिम्मेवारी
as
क्या
well.
है?
And what is that responsibility?
सबसे पहली जिम्मेवारी है स्वयं
So
के
the
प्रति,
first responsibility is towards the self,
कि मेरा हर संकल्प
that my
पवित्र हो,
every
योग्य
thought
हो।
should be pure, should be
दूसरा,
yogi.
विश्व हमारा परिवार है,
And
सबके
secondly, the
प्रति
whole
मेरी
world is
ऐसी
our
भावना है।
family, and we should have the similar feelings towards
आपने
everyone.
देखा होगा
You
जो
must have
बड़ा
seen
परिवार होता है,
the ones who have big families,
उसमें सभी बड़े
in that
परिवार में जो बड़े होंगे,
all the elderly in
छोटे
the
बुजुर्ग
family and in
कुछ
younger ones
जिम्मेदारी का
also,
साथ होता है।
they have a sanskar of having
लेकिन आज
responsibility. I
आजकल लोग
remember when
32-33
we were 30 or
अपने बच्चे
35,
रहते हैं ना,
we had an extended family.
तो हर एक बच्चे के
So
मन में
every child
ये
had
बड़ा
this in their
परिवार
mind, even because it was a big family.
सबको बांट के भी देना है,
So
एक
everyone,
तरफ
everything
यात्रा
has to
को
be
भी
divided
रखना
also,
है।
and then you also have to um,
तो
be
बहुत अच्छी अच्छी
cooperate with
शिक्षाएं
love.
भी मिलती थी
So we used to get a very good teachings
कि
also,
आपसे कोई अगर
that
छह
if
महीने भी
someone
बड़ा है तो
is
बड़ा ही
even
है,
6 months older to you, so that one is older.
तो उससे कैसे बात करनी है,
So how
कैसे
to
उसको
talk to
सम्मान देना
them,
है,
how to give them respect.
बहुत ही तरह की अच्छी अच्छी बातें। बड़ा
So
परिवार है,
very
कैसे
different types
सीखने
of
को
very
मिलती
nice
है।
teachings that I was able to
और
learn.
यहाँ तो फिर कितना बड़ा
And over
परिवार है,
here, it is such a big family, right?
जिस सेवा केंद्र पर आप हैं पहले
The
वो
the
परिवार का
service
होगा,
center wherever you are, first
बाबा
of all,
की
that is
गली
your
में जो
family,
आते हैं,
and
जितने
then
भी
all
बच्चे
the
पढ़ते हैं,
homes of Baba, all the
सब
children.
मेरा परिवार है।
So all are my
और
family.
आगे जाएं तो सारा
And then
विश्व
if we
हमारा
even
परिवार है।
extend it, so the whole world is my family, is one
तो
family.
वहाँ भक्ति मार्ग में
So in the
सवेरे
path of
सवेरे
devotion, we used to wake up
तो
early.
सूरज को पानी देते थे,
and then we used to offer water to the sun.
और आजकल सवेरे उठते हैं
And these days we wake up, what do we do?
सभी आत्माओं के प्रति
Towards
शुभ
every
सद्भावना की
soul,
कामना
each and every soul, we have good wishes and pure feelings.
सभी सुखी रहें
Everyone
सबका कल्याण हो
should benefit, everyone must stay
सबको जीवन
happy,
में लक्ष्य मिले
everyone can find their
और
aim in their
जीवन
lives,
मुक्ति को प्राप्त करें
and then they attain liberation
शुभ
and
कामनाएं
liberation in life.
जितनी हम देते हैं
So,
तो वो सूरज को पानी तो क्या
so when we
धरती
give
को
these
भी
good
पानी
wishes,
देते
so
हैं
it's not like giving offering water to just the sun, but we are
सबको
offering it
पानी
to the
देते
whole
हैं
world. And then in the path of devotion, we also used to offer water to
फिर
tulsi, which
पक्षियों
is a
को
plant just like basil.
भोजन पानी
And then we used to offer food to the
मैंने ये
birds,
बहुत देखा
and
हुआ
then
है
water. I have seen a
आजकल
lot,
लोग
and I like it a
सूरज
lot
बनते
now that I think about those days of my childhood.
सवेरे सवेरे
So in the
पाँच
morning,
बजे
at
जब
5 o'clock in the morning,
नदी
where we
से
used to stay, it was not far from river
बहुत
Yamuna.
सारे
So there were
पक्षी
so many parrots, parakeets,
सैकड़ों संख्या में वहाँ से
so
गुजरते
many
थे
thousands. They used to pass by.
तो हमको कहते थे
So
देखो
then they used to tell us that you have to
देखो
wake up.
तो नहा के भी आ गए
Look, the parakeets even took a shower in river Yamuna, so it's their time for breakfast, and you are still sleeping.
तो हम कहते थे बात तो ठीक है
So we
तो
used
उठ
to
जाओ
say, yeah, it is right. So we used to wake up right then,
पौने पाँच से पाँच
whether quarter to 5 or 5 o'clock, just to see.
खासकर गर्मी में सभी
Especially in
अपने अपने
summers,
आंगन में
everyone
सोते
in
थे
India, they used to sleep in the
हम
courtyard.
फ्लावर पॉट्स रख देते
So
थे
there used to be very big pots that
अनाज
were kept
डाला करते थे
for
मछली
grains.
और
So they
पानी
that used to be for the
और
birds,
पानी
and in one pot there used to be water.
तो सभी बहुत सारे पक्षी वहाँ रुकेंगे
So many
अनाज
birds would
खाने
stop
पानी
there. They
पीने
would
जैसे वो
have the
जानते थे
grains
कि
and then would
यहाँ
drink the
पर
water. It's just like they knew that place was for them.
सिर्फ भावना ये होती थी
So only the feeling used to
कि
be
मनुष्य धन कमाता है
that
तो
human
धन
beings
से अन्न
earn the
निकलता
wealth,
है
and from that
पैसे से
wealth
धन होता है
they buy grain, and then they buy the place also
तो
where they
वितरण
stay.
करना है सबको
So the feeling used to be to share it with everyone,
प्रकृति से करो
share it with nature.
चाहे वो भिन्न भिन्न बहुत तरह के ट्रेडिशन होते थे
There used to be a lot
अग्नि
of
में आहुति दें
traditions, offer something
पानी
in
में
the
आहुति दो
fire, or take a little bit of water,
सूरज को पानी दो
offer water
तुलसी
to
पानी
the
दो
sun, to tulsi plant, offer water to tulsi.
और जो
So
पशु
various
पक्षी हैं उनके
traditions.
लिए भी
And for the birds,
प्रबंध
for them
करते थे
also, make some arrangements for the birds as well,
तो
or
कहने का
animals.
मतलब ये कि
So meaning
एक परिवार का संबंध
the point, uh, it is that the relationship of a family.
तो अपना हर संकल्प
So our every thought,
हमारा इतना श्रेष्ठ क्यों
it should be so
कि
elevated.
सारे
And
विश्व के
why?
परिवार
Because
को वो संकल्प पहुंचना
because
चाहिए
that thought should reach each and every family member of
हमें जो
this
बाबा
world.
की पालना मिल रही है
The sustenance that we are getting from Baba.
दादी गुलजार बहुत अनुभव सुनाती
Dadi
थी जब
Gulzar used
यज्ञ
to
में वो
share
आती
a lot of experiences of Yagya when
और
she
बाबा का
came.
प्यार बाबा की
So she
पालना
got so much of love from Baba,
कैसे
so much
वो
of
देखभाल
sustenance.
करता था
So she used to say that
चाहे
Baba used
घर
to
में
take care of her
80
like that.
बच्चे
Even
थे
though there used to be 80 children who used to sleep in one
और बड़े
hallway,
बड़े घर की
and
कन्याएं थी
and
उनको
the
बुरा भी नहीं लगता था
girls were from very big families. They never thought that, oh, what is
क्योंकि
it?
बाबा का जो
Because
स्नेह था
the
बाबा की
love
जो
that Baba
प्यार
had,
की पालना थी
the sustenance of
इसलिए
with
उनमें वो
love that he
दुनिया
gave.
भूली हुई
So then they had forgotten all about the world.
हम भी सभी एक एक अपने जीवन में देखें
We, if even if we look at our
कदम
lives,
कदम पर
each and
बाबा
every,
की मदद
at every step we had Baba's help,
और कैसे सब
and
कार्य बाबा का हो जाता है
how every
अब हम
task
तो
of
करते
Baba
करते
gets done.
दिवस
Yes,
बड़ा
we
हो
do what
जाता है
we do, but it gets done.
इसकी भी तो कमाल है ना
So it is a
तो
wonder.
संगम युग को
So during
एक
this
विश्व
conference
सेवा पर
age,
है हम सभी
we are on world service, all of us.
हमारी जिम्मेवारी है
So our responsibility is
संकल्प
that
होगा ना
every
सक्षम
thought should be
करेंगे
pure, every
कभी
thought
हम
should be
यानी
elevated in Baba's remembrance.
कुछ भी व्यर्थ न जाने देंगे
Nothing, we
फिर आप
should
जहाँ
not
भी
let
बैठे
anything go to waste. So wherever you are,
आपका जो कुछ आप कर रहे हैं अगर
whatever
ऐसा
you're
कुछ है
doing, if you have
ऐसे
such kind of
सिद्धांत है
stage, if you have such
तो आप
thoughts,
सभी
so then all
आत्माभिमानी
of you are
पुरुष
master world
इस बात का
benefactors.
विचार कर
So think about
बैठ
it.
करके जब बैठेंगे
So when you sit for silence, think
तो
about it.
थोड़ा अंडरलाइन करना कि
So just
हमारा हर
underline a bit
संकल्प
that my every thought,
कुछ भी न मोह वश न लोभ वश
it shouldn't
न
be under the effect
निंदित
of attachment or greed. It
हमारे
shouldn't
कोई
go
भी ऐसी
waste. So our
टाइम
any
नहीं है
words
ये सब वेल्थ
or
है हमारे कोई
time, all
कदा
these are our
नहीं
wealth. These are
कभी
big
भी नहीं
treasures. So the
बचत
time
होकर
should
चले
not go into
जाएंगे
waste. The words should
सब
not go to
भगवान की
waste. Our
सबसे
thinking,
विश्व की सेवा हो रही है
thoughts, with
और
through
होती
every
रहेगी
all these things we are
ओम
serving the
शांति
world and we would keep on serving. Om Shanti.